You know, still talking about IS audit challenges. I'm sharing experience based on what I've seen in the course of doing this job to prepare you people. There was this case after I resigned and I sent a goodbye mail to address a previous lies that had been told against me. These people now send a counter mail, they call it disclaimer, to save their face. They now put one funny thing there. They said I was intimidating the head of HCM with unfounded influence. Unfounded influence. Whereas they knew the truth. They knew that this HR lady was oppressing everybody. They were aware of how he denied me so many things. How she frustrated my leave, how she frustrated my loan, how she denied me access to hospital. I told some of them. How when I was sick, I collected the letter and she tried to make a mess of it deliberately. How she denied me professional fee when they paid others. How she removed my name. How she did all those things, including making me to have problem with a bank. There were mails to that effect that I sent to them, that I sent to her, that I copied them when I was sending to her. The day I was leaving, in that same mail, I attached 16 evidence. 16 evidence. About 4 or 5 of them were relating to that lady. They knew. They saw it. How she gave me unsolicited letter to give to a bank. The way she has been treating me, a mail in which I summarize some of them, I attach it. So what do you call unfounded? Unfounded means baseless, without proof, without evidence. But you saw evidence, even though there are more evidence to be provided. And they knew. They are also aware that this lady was oppressing a number of people. Let me give you 2 examples. Talking about IS audit challenges. You can step on toes. You can get people to gang up against you, to connive against you. They will see the truth. They will be saying different things. They will see lies. They will be painting it white. One of the example, there was this lady, a lawyer. She had a problem with her boss. This HR lady sent her on suspension. She was not in position to send anybody on suspension. There is a process for sending people on suspension. She was not part of that process. That process was not invoked. She saw herself as a little god, abusing the policies and processes while accusing somebody else who was 100% compliant as the one non-compliant. She sent this lady on suspension when she had no power to do such until after a fulfillment of a process and following the approval of the MD to such recommendation. And the way she did it, she went with her team to go and send the lawyer out. Even if you want to suspend somebody after having passed through the normal process or procedure, you will let them close. You give them their suspension letter. They will go home. People will think that she left like everybody left. The next day they will see her, they will think that she's on leave. That is suspending people in dignity of labor. But out of maybe incompetence and wickedness, I don't know what name to call it, she went with her team send the lady away. Is it that those people that followed her, they did not know the right thing too? Is it that they were all power intoxicated? They were aware of all these things. At the expiration of a month, this lawyer resumed and started working. Can you believe that? They sent security to go and humiliate this girl out. A security that is not even sure. We are not sure it's a school start holder. It may be a dropout. At about 10 o'clock, the security went out to meet this lady, a lawyer, barrister at law, and say, "You, what are you doing there? Oh, stand up, get out." Can you imagine a security? People were not happy. I think people, maybe they went to protest. The lady left. Then they now rushed to go and call that lady from outside the office premises to come and sit again. What was the excuse they gave her? They told her that the security was was working based on previous instruction, that they had previously instructed him to do that. And the question is this: one, this lady resuming at 8 o'clock, according to the lady, she had exchanged pleasantry with the security. If you had given him instruction before then, he would not have allowed him to come in. That's one. Two, why will you even give the security man instruction? For what? Were you anticipating that the lady will deviantly resume before a month? What a lie. They were not even intelligent in lying. They were not intelligent liars. So they brought the lady back and apologized. I'm sure based on people's intervention. A lawyer out of power intoxication. The same lady. There was another case. Another woman was sent on suspension. Why? Because in that office, they had another office. Power distributor, popularly known as NEPA, they disconnected that office. The woman claimed that she brought a bill and gave it to them. They didn't hand it over to the MD. They now disconnected, became an embarrassment. So they now told the MD that the woman did not give them the bill, whereas the woman said he gave them the bill. So they sent the woman on suspension. This lady does not have the power to send anybody on suspension without a specific process. I won't mention the process here for a reason known to me. She told this lady, they told the management that it was this lady who didn't give them the bill. So they sent her on suspension, undeserved suspension. I know one funny thing there. This lady got somebody to help her write an apology, but the person was a lawyer, relative. So they sent it to her to send to them. Maybe in forwarding to them, she didn't remove the name of the lawyer. So this lady, HR lady, saw the name of the lawyer and deliberately decided to misinform the management, telling the management that this woman has hired a lawyer against them. Oh my God. So based on that information, they didn't verify. Like in my own case, they asked her to tell the woman they didn't want to see her near their environment. They perfected the suspension, whereas it was a lie. Even if a lawyer helped her to write, what was the content? Was he fighting? Was he bleeding? I'm sure they did not ask to see the content. Whereas they only forwarded to this woman to re-forward, but she didn't remove the name. Let's even say she didn't remove the name. How does bleeding become a crime? So they sent the woman home. Incidentally, somebody of high influence helped her to beg, so they called her back. Can you believe that this HR lady was not happy that they called her back? This is the same person they are saying that I was intimidating with unfounded claim of influence. The person they all know that if she was super intoxicated. This lady was not happy that they brought her back. She didn't know how come, what influence. When the woman resumed, she said the woman could no longer work with her because the woman was reporting to her. And the woman was not comfortable coming to the office without doing anything, being a hardworking woman. After so many pleas, and she insisted, the HR lady insisted, she even told her to go and look for a place to work, another person. So this woman will go and meet people. And they will give her an assurance that they were ready to take her. The next day, this HR lady will tell her, the woman, that she has gone to see those people, they were not ready to take her. What do you see to that? If you are busy, will you be saying all those things? Will you say you are having time to go and be confirming whether they want to take somebody? Of course, I'm sure she didn't see anybody. At some point, when that continued like that, this woman went to go and see a man. The man assured her that he was ready to take this woman. And that one, what happened next is funny. Can you believe that this HR lady followed this woman to that man? The woman thought that she wanted to go and confirm the man's readiness to accept her. But on getting there, she did another thing. Instead of confirming, she was stylistically telling the man what she wanted. For instance, when she got there, she said, Mr. Lagbaja, she cannot work with you. According to what the woman said, she cannot work with you. She said she wants to work with you. She's this, she's that. And the man sensing what is happening, somebody that's given the woman assurance, quickly grabbed. He said, yes, she can work with me. And that's how they left. Before eventually this woman saw another woman who took her. Can you believe that this HR lady in the letter, I saw it, I read it. Letter of redeployment that she sent to that woman, she was telling them how to use this woman, that they should not allow the woman to go out. If everybody is going to the field, they should keep the woman at the head office. What do you see to that? What is your business if you have redeployed me? How they use me? How should that be your headache? They can send me to sites, they can send me to anywhere. But she insisted in that mail that they should not allow her to leave the head office. Before then, this woman now documented everything that was happening before that final redeployment. Ma, I've resumed. You said I should go and look for where to work, that I could not work with you. All the places I've gone, you gave me various excuses. I'm ready to work. Redeploy me to anywhere you like. You need to see the nasty email this HR lady sent to that woman. I saw it. If you see that letter, you will shake your head. That letter alone is enough to conclude about this lady. She said the woman was lazy, nobody wants to work with her, she was bad behaved, that she always come to the office late, that people are complaining. How can people who she has not worked with complain that she was lazy, she was a late comer, regular late comer, she was a truant? The woman went to meet her to say, Ma, why did you send this kind of thing? He said, Shebi, you want to indict me? The same thing this lady once told me, that I'm capable of roping you. I am a woman. She said it on March 11 to me. There was a time in July 15, Saturday, I also called this lady. I was talking to her, trying to make peace with her. Immediately after I finished talking, you know what this lady did? She just put me on record. The next thing I heard, your voice is now being recorded. And she shouted, Mr. Somi, ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o, màá fẹjọ́ yín sọ́kọ mi o, màá fẹjọ́ yín sáwọn ìyá mi o. That is, I will report you to my mothers, I will report you to my husband. You are begging me, you are intimidating me. You are begging me, you are threatening me. She was not even intelligent about it. She wanted to set me up. You cannot be begging and be threatening. You cannot be threatening and be begging. You can't do both together. That's what she did that on July 15, Saturday. Immediately after that call, I called people that I needed to call to say, this is what happened. No? All these people, they were aware and they did nothing. And those were the people who came together to put that lies together. They knew who this girl or this lady, HR lady, was or even is. I'm not sure she has changed. But the fact is that they are taking advantage of the fact that the company lack processes. In a normal setting, people will have a way to communicate to management anonymously to share that their experience, that somebody is oppressing them. So those are the things we are talking about.